Hello, Brian here with ManageThePip.com. Please visit ManageThePip.com for more details on the Expert Advisor, Indicators, and Trainer application, or if you have questions about this video. In this video, I want to show how I set up my nightly trades on the pound dollar. It's a very short video, but I figured that it would be easy just to show in a video format, then kind of write it down. So typically, like for instance today, this is a live chart on my live account. We've had three nice, green candles on the daily chart, but we're definitely trending down. So my analysis is still kind of earlier in the day. Typically I wait till about 10 o'clock Central Time, or a few hours before the new day begins, or after the new day has started, before I decide which direction I want to go. And based on this, for me, and depending on how this formation of this candle starts off, I'm probably going to go short, because just looking back on the price action, three green candles is a new thing. We've had that three green. Well, here's one back here. We actually did break through. So possibly, I may be wrong. Definitely may be wrong, but just probably going to go short. But I'll make that final decision probably later on in the evening. But for right now and for this video, I want to show what I typically do, and it doesn't take more than a couple minutes to set up. I'd look at all my indicators to really help me determine which direction I go. This hook down here may tell me maybe a buy is a good move. But let's go ahead and start off here. First thing I want to do is make sure my Expert Advisor is on the chart, and it usually always is already there. But for the purpose of the video, I want to show you. Just click and drag it here, and I'm going to load my settings, pound dollar settings, and I'm going to go ahead and click OK there. So I know it's running, and it's set to go. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I always go and double check my settings. I check my my risk percentage. I double check that everything looks good here, and then one that I always make sure of is my moving average cross is set appropriately. And I typically don't mess around with my production sets, so it's usually good. But it's always a good habit to double check. So I'm going to start trading at 7 server time until 15 server time, 1500. But I'm going to be trading on the 5-minute with a 730 cross. So that's what my settings are. That's usually what I look for. Mostly what I always usually forget to turn off is my training method, which you don't really want running in your live account. And then what I do is I go to the Common tab. And on the Common tab is where I actually pick the direction I want the trade to go. If you leave it to long and short, it'll trade on a cross up and a cross down. Very rarely will I do this. A lot of times I'll do this when it's consolidating. I'll lower my risk and do a long short, maybe be able to eke out a few pips. But typically, if it's trending, the market's trending, I'll pick a direction almost every time. And most of the time it's with the overall trend. So for this case, I'm going to go ahead and probably pick short only. Okay, and then I click OK. And I'm really done at this point. It's running. I double check that it's running. I see the smiley face. I can review my settings and make sure they all look okay. If everything looks good, I'll walk away, and I'm good to go. May come back later on in the afternoon and say, well, I'm forming a nice, red candle here prior to the, early in the evening, so maybe it will go to a buy, and I'll just go back, click on it, and just go, all right, only long. So if a cross happens on a downside, I will ignore it and only trade to the upside. That's all I do. Please visit ManageThePip.com for more details on the Expert Advisor, Indicators, and Trainer application, or if you have questions about this video.